Tommy Beck, and you're listening to Today's Boondoggle.
This is Mark Metcalf, and you are listening to Today's Boondoggle with Bailey on Domain Cleveland Radio.
You are listening to Today's Boondoggle with Bailey on Domain Cleveland Radio. Yes, Kato Kalin listens to this all the time.
Welcome to Today's Boondoggle. Now, here's your host.
What's going on, everybody? It's Bill Bailey with Today's Boondoggle, and I am reconnecting with my new friend, Maniac, known as Megaa from Swollen Teeth.
Megaa here, Swollen Teeth. It's good to see you digitally and everyone tuning in digitally. This is awesome. Thanks for having me, man. Cannot put into words the feeling.
Yeah, man. I know. Like I said, we connected there at Ink. We tried doing it there. Audio difficulties wouldn't let us bring it. I think the spirits and everything, the energy there, that place was just not, it was intense and it was a good connection and we had a great conversation, but hopefully we can kind of get it for the audience to enjoy with us.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Inkcarceration was so sick. Obviously, Danny Wimmer, every single person surrounded around the Ohio State Reformatory that day and those couple days. I'm saying it was beyond words. Once again, it was beyond words. It was sick. It was. I don't think we'll ever forget that show that we played for the rest of our lives.
Yeah,
and it was awesome. It was awesome, and yeah, the energy there. You nailed it on the spot. You nailed it completely on the spot. Where it was just, if you weren't there, there's no words to describe that feeling. Right? A lot of dead bodies, a lot of dead body energy there for sure.
And we were stirring shit up with all that music, all those sets for sure. But
it was cool. It was so sick, and backstage it was wild. Like I remember doing the interview, and just like there was this aura of everybody kind of just like they know what really went down there, and I think it was kind of affecting. Everyone's quiet, and I think I was just there in full effect, screaming my face off, and everyone's like, "What is going on?" I remember crossing paths with some people too, and they're just, "What is going on?" It was awesome. Awesome time at Inkcarceration, though. Heavy energy.
Yeah, for sure, brother, for sure.
Without a doubt.
But hey, I want to ask you, usually when I have people on for the first time, I like to get a little quick background. So before you were Megaa, and I don't know, what's like the smaller version, like mini Megaa or something? What do you remember, like originally as a kid, what you wanted to be when you grew up?
Wow, that's wild. What I wanted to be when I grew up, honestly, I think flying an F-35 or an F-16 for fun was probably in the in the vision of we'll call it mini Megaa. No, I think no matter what, it's always been music. I think the first time I saw music, the first time I saw anybody perform, the first concert, the first show, the first anything, it really was. It's just there's really no telling of just like obviously the second I saw it, this is what I wanted and this is what we're doing now, and we are giving it all what we got, and this is it. Yeah, I think from the very beginning. What
was some of the earliest inspirations that you're talking about that you saw that was like, man, this is what I want to do?
Let's start back let's pay respect to respect's due in rock and roll and heavy rock. Obviously, we just lost the legend Ozzy. Black Sabbath, from the very classics of even Jimi Hendrix, Pink Floyd, The Wall. I challenge anybody listening to it right now that has not heard The Wall from front to back. Go spin it. Go whatever you like to do the most, just go jam the record in the background. It will change your life. It changed mine. AC/DC, for those about to rock, you already know. All the OGs. I mean, I think that was from the very, very, very beginning of like who shaped this genre that we're playing right now. Is it even a genre? Who shaped the music and the tone, and who shaped it? And it's paying respects to where respects dues.
Yeah. Now, when I mean, you heard the inspirations, you knew you wanted to do this. When was it that you actually started pursuing this?
It's tough. It is really tough, especially to do interviews, right? The form of the art. I mean, you saw it firsthand, right? All these people who have no idea who we are, and they're just staring, and they say, "What is this? And what is this?" And then they start throwing down this horns down, and all of a sudden, all you just you feel it, and then you get it, and then by the end, what is everyone doing? They're all snapping their necks and getting down and just expressing and letting this out, and which is your heart and your feelings and your emotions. And that's really what it is. That's what the core form of the art of Swollen Teeth. It's not every band. Seriously, it's not every band where it's like, go ahead and let's talk about what is this under this mask. Let's talk about what the concept is to make your own definition. Make your own definition of what does it mean to you and how do you feel, and take that, and that is what is important. Anything of the car I drive, the money I make. I mean, I think the roots, obviously, from the music that we're expressing, I think it is cool to give shout outs to pay respects to where respect is due with Slayer and all that. I think from the very beginning, I want to say, it is hard to answer the questions in such a, let's not steer away from this art form of letting you choose that definition in those answers compared to what this is, which I think all in all, when you have a camera put it in front of you and you think there's going to be a lot of people, it comes across as I don't think as genuine as what this is what Swollen Teeth is. This is the gift. Take it, spread it, enjoy it, and that's what it is, right? So from the very beginning, man, I want to say a lot of years ago, from the very first time I even picked up a instrument and I got to perform in front of people, it was just losing my mind. I'll never forget smashing whatever was in my hand, or losing my mind, beating people up, obviously for the love and with safety and all that, or whatever, just losing your mind. It was, to me, it was from the very start. What year specifically? I've hit my head too many times, right? It's hard to remember. I don't know if I remember telling you that, but yeah, it's a lot from the very beginning.
Well, when did let's talk about Swollen Teeth and when that came together for you, and like definitely the inspiration behind the name.
Yeah, so this is crazy, right? So many people want to speculate of we're copying this band, we're copying that band, and honestly, I think I said it in the previous answer where what we are doing is nothing but ripping this heart open in who we are. And I want to say Swollen Teeth, to get specific years, putting out music. Swollen Teeth started beginning of 2012. And what's crazy is the world does not know that this is the first time I'm giving you the gift of, it's on your platform now. I am now officially saying this. Yeah, Swollen Teeth started in the early 2012 era. Full-blown mega masks slamming, horns down and all, 2012. claiming.
Nice. Like right around when people that were in the know were afraid that the Mayan calendar was ending and destruction or rebirth was happening in the world.
And that's literally what happened to us. Yeah. It was the early 2012 era. And since then, obviously, a lot of bands in this fashion have been popping off. And salute and shout out to everyone throwing down. Yeah, it's been since 2012.
Nice. And then I know I asked this at Ink, but the inspiration for the name Swollen Teeth.
Swollen Teeth. The name within itself is not supposed to make sense in this world that you are living in and under Megaa is living in, right? This is I do not believe what you guys as definition of teeth is your bone, right? It's this what you're chomping on. They don't swell. It doesn't make sense. It's not supposed to make sense. It's swollen teeth. When you throw your horns down, at first it doesn't make sense. And then you start doing this. What does it do? You feel that energy, and then you see a slamming. Everybody's throwing this down. And it is, there is no feeling in the world. Come out to a show, and you'll get it.
Yeah, I got to experience it myself there, like I said, at Ink. But what I really enjoyed and what made me like, okay, I definitely got to be over there for their set, because we spoke before you guys played, and you had your mask and everything on, and it was hot, and I was like, man, how's this dude's dedicated to his art? But you were talking about like ripping that heart open, and when I sat face to face to you and I looked into the mask and I looked into your eyes, I felt like the pain and the passion, in your eyes. I felt that heart to heart connection, and that's why I was like, okay, I definitely gotta go check it out, man. The energy within you and on those prison grounds was just something, I can't explain. You just had to be there. Man.
It's hard. These interviews are so hard. It's so challenging because to put it into words as if you could almost relive it through words, it's impossible. It is impossible. It is it's beyond words, right?
Yeah, and it was like I said, I wanted to make sure I was over there to witness it, and the interaction between you and your bandmates up there, and then the energy you were giving to the crowd and what the crowd was giving back, and being part of that ceremony. It felt like, it was yeah. Man, people got to experience it themselves.
Thank you so much. Honestly, I did a bunch of interviews that day, and I remember specifically talking to you. Keep in mind, Inkcarceration is a band where so many sick bands are playing all around us, all around our time sets. And I asked you, well, you said you're gonna check it out, and I said, really? Come through, please. That would be awesome. And I think in this world, a lot of people, a lot of things come up with a lot of plans and a lot of planning, especially around those festivals. So when I'm sitting there throwing down and I'm playing, and I look over and I see you, I say, my dude. And I walk over mid playing, and I was so stoked. It made my day to be able to see you there, and you were slamming along with us, and that really means the world. And Inkcarceration that day, I don't think I had this one idea. This was a long time ago, a very, very, very long time ago. I said, Wall of Deaths are so sick. Why don't we reverse it? Let's reverse this Wall of Death. Let's pile everyone in the middle and have them run out, because what it's going to look like is like a nuclear bomb just actually went off, because it's just a cloud of people running in all directions to the outside. And at first I wasn't going to do it. And I'm telling you, I told every single person in the camp, I was like, all right, this is like 5 seconds before that little pause where Sun comes through and just starts ripping on. And I'm like, okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. I said, we're going to do this reverse wall of death. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know if anyone's going to react to it. And it was by far up there, top 10 sickest things Swollen Teeth has ever done. I'm saying I wish every single person that partaked in that reverse wall of death was there on stage to just see. Video doesn't do justice, and to feel that, oh, whoa, everyone is running into the outsides of every direction and nobody is safe. It was so sick.
Yeah.
Inkcarceration
Yeah, for sure,
that day, and then just looking at over everybody who wasn't in that reverse wall of death, like, what was that?
well, you know, the other thing that was beautiful about that as well, and I know you were stoked, you know, and I appreciate the fact that you were stoked that I was there, but you know, I also got to see somebody that's influenced a lot of people, doing a lot of great stuff, and been working with you guys there, supporting you, and that was Sid Wilson from Slipknot, man. That was awesome to see him coming out to support you guys. And you mentioned Ozzy earlier, so my condolences to Sid and Kelly, you know, on that loss. But yeah, man, let's talk a little bit about that relationship you guys got with Sid.
Sid. Sid, he's the man. He's beyond words. Beyond words. How cool if every interview it's just like, all right, it's beyond words, and then that's it. No, it really is though. It really is. I can try my hardest to put out that relationship, but talk about someone that just has nothing but heart and nothing but love to offer, nothing but love to give, nothing but love to share. And I truly believe that what we're doing, and even what Sid has done for this project, Swollen Teeth, is not for everybody. And it might be like, oh, I'd love to just get the full treatment. It's not for everybody. And working with Sid has been nothing but changing my DNA from the start, which was his contribution to making our EP, to making the record, to officially where I am at in my life, to be able to express, to be able to let my heart just fully just explode into whatever microphone or instrument anybody's playing in Swollen Teeth. It's all because of the help from Sid and that him believing in us, right? And yeah, since day one, he's been the homie. A lot of crazy, like I'm saying, from day one, and I won't go into depth. Shout out to the whole camp. I won't go into depth, but I'm just gonna leave it here where since day one, it has been full-blown chaos, whether in the fullest effect, full-blown chaos. I'm saying day one of meeting Sid in person a long time ago. You know, it's been nothing but good times, awesome times, and riding that line, and right before you're about to flip the car, just holding it and just keep going. That's what our whole relationship has been. It's been awesome. And yeah, I definitely yeah, I definitely am stoked and beyond grateful for Sid in the camp, beyond, and Kelly and baby Sydney being there, at, you know, with vocals and with recording Ask Nothing, this record that we're about to release September 5th. You know, it was awesome seeing baby Sydney, Sid and Kelly's baby, just full on, and I'm not lying, rocking out with us. I am not lying, rocking out in the control room, slamming with us, feeling it, and it was magical, beyond. It was beyond magic. It was Like I said, no words. No words.
Awesome. Yeah, and talking about the album coming out in like days from now.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, brother. I got a pre-listen, and like you were saying, I felt like baby Sid, rocking out, man. I might have shit myself too. I don't know.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, words. Get them out there of just fully stoked world. If you're listening, when you listen to this, the world, we are beyond thankful to you for listening and everyone that's a part of this book of ours called Ask Nothing, our first actual book we're releasing, right? And here it is. I don't really see when I look at Ask Nothing, I don't see it as as just one album and a couple songs coming out. I see it as a book. It is like a movie all in one, written into words. And yeah, it's been a wild ride, and I'm just grateful. The most I'm grateful for is everybody believing in us, putting through, and pulling through for what everybody has done and said. So Ask Nothing.
So let's talk more about Ask Nothing, like the inspiration behind that name, Ask Nothing.
Yeah, Ask Nothing. It's as simple as what you hear. It's asking nothing. Sometimes I think in order for us to get through to this record, a lot of the times what really saved the record 100% was having to break off and ask nothing and talk to nothing and speak to nothing. And when you do that, it's not for everybody, but when you do that, it only makes it easier to let the heart out. And the term Ask Nothing, I remember there was this one part of making the record where it was almost like you're hanging on, like the whole record, you're hanging on. If you really want it, you'll pull through. But if you don't, you're just going to fall, right? So you're hanging on, and only the people that want it will actually be able to pull themselves up and out. And to get to there was someone in the camp that was almost like with one finger hanging on. He's like trying to get up, and he like that. And while he was there, he asked, took a step out. I'm saying full on session. Everyone's focused. Took a step out. Came back. And he was, it's almost like it was like a whole new world that just lived with him when he actually asked nothing. And when it was time to make what is the best name for this album, and I don't want to just give it a name that sounds sick or just to get it over with or just to do it. Swollen Teeth are self-titled, but it was something where what is going to best represent the whole album into whatever 2, 3, 4, 5 whatever words. And he just came back and he was like, it should be called Ask Nothing, because and it was like right when we heard Ask Nothing, everybody, it's like, everybody knows that was it. Ask Nothing. The second you heard it.
I know, when we were talking, and like I said, looking in your eyes and you sharing, like I said, the pain and the passion, we talked about the single Foster, and that's a really emotional song. You want to share a little bit with the audience about that song and what that means to you?
Yeah, so I remember when we met, it was around the time when Foster was just brought to this world. And yeah, I would love to talk about foster. Well, first of all, the first words I'll ever say about foster is any every single human that gave the time to listen to foster, share, repost, continue to listen to foster, add it to their playlist. Shout out, like I'm saying, even everyone behind the scenes of just this one single, the video, just this interview, to be able to talk about it. Thank you. I can't say thank you, and I don't think we can say thank you enough. So yeah, I think no matter what, Foster is one of those songs where it's every single time I think, or I'll talk about Foster, I think it's impossible to not to get into this zone right now, where what I'm feeling right now, you could tell from when I first saw you to even right this second. It is going to impact me for the rest of my life. And what that is the concept of is, if you were a foster kid, or if you're not a foster kid, you'll never know how it feels like to be a foster kid. And I wrote that because there was this all it took really, and all it really takes, is just going over and doing your homework. And after you listen to Foster's, go ahead and pull out some Foster statistics of right here. You're in the United States still?
Yeah.
I met you in Ohio. Go ahead and pull out some foster care facts, and or key points. Let's go ahead and do it, because
so as of 2025, there are approximately 390,000 children in foster care in the United States. Most recent data indicates around 390,000 children in foster care across the U.S. It's an increase from 2022.
And these are kids with no mother and father figure that are in a system, going from house to house to house to house to house to house. I mean, we'll look up 31% to 46% of youth who exit foster care experience homelessness by the age of 26. Mental health. Around 80% of all of children in foster care have serious mental health issues, with PTSD rates higher than those of American war veterans. So already right there, right? It's the hope that
I know I've read a lot too. It's like a lot of the people that take foster children into their homes aren't doing it for the noblest of reasons. A lot of time it's just the kids are looked at as an extra paycheck, and abuse. Sometimes it's even better just to have not been pulled into a home at some points,
it's something where if I had any platform, I would want to raise awareness to the foster care facts, and to not give up on these children. And what better way than to put it on the album? And to the one person listening to this, don't give up on yourself. And to the one foster kid that hears these statistics and just thinks, oh yeah, I'm gonna follow suit. No, it all starts with you, and you can do it. You can do whatever you want, and you just keep chasing your dreams. And you have to, well, if you're listening to this, I said about when we really wanted this album, it's like we're pulling ourselves over this ditch, and you can do it. Just don't give up on yourself. And yeah, that's my message. It's our message to foster kids all around the world, for sure. And thank you very much for asking about that song Foster and shining light on that. Shout out to the homie Blocks, who was in that video too. Yeah, I like I said, every single person that this song impacts, thank you for giving Foster a try. Beyond. Yeah, man.
Well, thank you for raising awareness on, obviously personal, painful issue, man.
It's tough. Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
It's beyond words.
And I'm grateful that, you're comfortable talking about this with me, that we were, able to connect on that level.
Yeah. We were able to connect outside of Mega World too, which is like, it will always hit. It will always hit.
Well, let's steer it back to something, more positive for you, man. How about the opportunity working with Ross Robinson as well? What was that experience like for you?
Ross Robinson is the man. Yeah, no. Just hearing the name Ross Robinson, sick. It hits me every time. It's Ross Robinson. I'd say he's my best friend. He's our best friend. Everyone in the band, we all got to live together for a long time. We got to spend every single day together making Ask Nothing. And every single minute of that time that we spent with Ross was legendary. Every single moment, every single word that came out of that dude's mouth. Every single thing about Ross was legendary, and it was definitely an awesome experience to work with someone who just got it. But let's take all of the flavor crystals out of this conversation, and let's just say Ross's approach to making a record true to what he knows and what he does best is beyond this world. What you are hearing when you hear Ask Nothing is a record that is almost to a T recorded of every single major record he's done. There is no, all right, let's just plug in MIDI and use just a bunch of plugins and use clicks and fake this, that. No, we're going to use that same mic, that Telefunken mic that Jonathan Davis, Corey, Taylor, homie from The Cure, everybody that he's used that mic. And here I am, fast forward 20 years, however, 20 plus years, 10 plus, 15 plus years, and I'm using this mic, and he's using these same outboard gear, these compressors, these preamps, this running everything through tape. I mean, I'm saying the concept of Ask Nothing in this record that you're getting, all because of Ross, is sticking true to what he knows and what he does best. Is the world is getting a record that was made as if it was a time machine and you went back 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago. And
yeah, I felt that listening.
Thank you so much, and thank Ross so much.
I felt younger again, and then I was reminded of my age when I started like jumping around a little too much.
Here we are in 2025, and a record that was made in the process of 1999, 1998, early 2000s, even further beyond. Let's talk 80s, even 70s, using gear and using gear that was made in the 70s, right? Like, whoa, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that this dude used this thing? And here we are, every single other record you're going to hear, it's going to be, it's definitely going to be made not in that fashion. And it's, and that's okay. And that is totally okay. I think Ask Nothing, is a record that, for me personally, every time I hear it, I get to remind myself that I got to go in a time machine and go back and actually feel that feeling of what it feels like to make a record of essentially the people that shaped my career. It was beyond. I gotta stop saying it was beyond words, because this is what we're doing. We're talking, right? Well, it was on another level to be able to record in that style fashion, and I hope that form and that style stays true forever, because the difference is I believe what you get is a more authentic sound and a more authentic feel compared to it's a tube head compared to a solid state head in Guitar World or Pace World, where you can feel the amp breathe, and nothing digital can emulate that breathing. It could come really close to it, close enough that maybe your normal human might not be able to tell the difference, but there is breathing in that record, and that is all because of Ross Robinson. So
yeah, I was going to say that too. Like, yeah, I mean, you worded it so much better, but it was like, you know, taking it back for me being much older, you know, I felt the what's always connected with me is like the authenticity and the heart of the art. And like you said, the breathing, you know, it's like, I enjoyed that, listening to it. So much is done now with like AI and, you know, technology, and it's, you know, there's some good sounds and you kind of get a good groove, but you feel that heart connection as much? Not really, you know, and we do definitely with the album. Another one I wanted to ask about was the track Four Wars.
Sick.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that one.
Okay. Yeah. Four Wars is a song where a lot of people have been asking questions of what is Four Wars about, and it definitely taps into that right before we have to ask nothing in order to keep going. It taps into that world where to get Four Wars to be a song is reminding our actual wars of what we had to win in order to be able to accomplish Ask Nothing. And in Four Wars, I'll break it down and go through everybody. One, what is going on? Somebody in the camp really needed to know all the details beforehand, and in this world and in this life that we're living in, those details can't be given to you right off the rip. So you have to make with what you got, but that is a war within itself. What is going on? And then can't think anymore. Someone in the camp would just straight up just shut down. Can't think fast enough. And then there's another person in the camp where their body is giving up. Their body is giving up, and they really want this. Their body is giving up, and they really want this, right? That's their war. And then don't do it is why I've been screaming, don't give up since day one, is just don't give up. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. I can't say it anymore. I mean, I can, you know, don't give up! up. Just don't give up. I can say it forever and ever, but don't give up. Just don't give up. We've lost too many people in this life due to suicide, overdoses. We've lost too many people, and I am here, and we are here to scream, don't give up. I don't know. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Just seriously, don't give up. I can't say it anymore. Or I can, and I'll say it louder again if you want, but don't give up. And that's 4 wars within itself.
Yeah.
I repeated that.
It's definitely the album's definitely an emotional roller coaster, and points, shines a light on a lot of internal battles and things that, that people, I think social media and technology has numbed so many of us, and that is, that's an album. This is an album that will make you feel, and like you said, tear that heart out, tear that armor off, and that's what I was loving. That's what I love about it. Now, asking this question, this is like tough. We gave a shout out to baby Sid, and you have your child and you love your child, and it's, and if you have more than one child, you don't ever want to, like pick a favorite. It's a struggle. But out of this creation of yours, is there a particular child or track that you enjoy performing live the most in front of a crowd?
Whoa. Performing live in front of a crowd would have to say Family. Family will always come out. That was the first single for Ask Nothing that we dropped, and it was Family. We're saying welcome in multiple languages. I thought it would be a really, 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 really awesome way to kind of, everybody just wants to see an effort, of trying. And this effort of being able to get uncomfortable and learn other languages. Doble do slika, bonjour, all these different languages that we're singing welcome in, to be able to play that live and just scream welcome at one point, and to the people that don't feel welcomed finally flip and they see it, and that's like welcome, and then they lose their minds. There's no better feeling, so that has to go with Family. I'd have to say Family. Nothing is a 6-song too. Nothing is a song that nobody has ever heard, and we have not released it, that maybe you have been able to hear, and we just started playing it. I said that song slaps when we were playing it together. Let's give the world this gift. And so we've been playing Nothing too. And Nothing is a track where there is a lot of space in the actual song, literal space in the song. And to take a breath during that part and reflect and look at around, and then you hear Son's just weird, sinister sounding bass solo thing he's doing, and you look over and then you feel that energy from the crowd. I'd have to say Nothing. It's between Nothing and Family for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask, each band member has a unique name, but you being Megaa, how did Megaa come to be?
Everything that we're doing, the goal and the art of everything that we're doing is to stay true to who we are, right? And when you reflect of, sometimes it could be from a word that somebody says in their everyday vocabulary, and that's exactly what it was. It was, it could be someone's favorite food that every time I see them, it reminds me of that. It could be whatever it is, the feeling that you get when you see someone, whatever it is, it's supposed to stay true to who you are. This art of what we're doing is supposed to be true. And I've been saying mega in my vocabulary since I was a teenager for no reason. I always thought just it's so easy to just say mega, because when you hear mega, it just sounds it gets the point across of whatever you're trying to say. So that's where the name mega came into place.
Nice. Now, before we get ready and wrap up, once again, I want to plug, that everybody else can experience Ask Nothing here in just a few days. What's September 5th?
Let's
Blowed
do
Out
it.
Records, correct?
Woo! Team Blowed Out, Bill, Eric, Ross, everyone behind Costa Nostra, Pinnacle, every single person behind. And yeah, genuinely, Ask Nothing, September 5th, it's coming out.
Now, before we get ready to wrap up, I want to ask you a couple questions I normally ask guests that I have on here. You've talked about like some of your earliest influences, creating Swollen Teeth and getting in, the music in general. But who are the top 3 artists that you're listening to today?
Whoa. It's tough because I don't want to speak for the band. Don't want to speak for the band. But I'd have to say
Your webcam
music?
went.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to try to... we have someone trying to work on that right now. We'll see if it comes through. Here we are. Good.
Yeah.
Music is an art. An art is subjective, right? To answer that question, I think I'd rather answer it by just making that pure statement of music is subjective. What somebody thinks is sick, the other person doesn't think it's sick. What somebody thinks, this piece of art is just a line right down the middle. And then there's someone that's making some intricate, crazy piece, and someone loves a line more than this crazy, intricate piece, right? It's tough to judge music, but if we were to shout any single person out that's really grinding and really doing it right, I'd have to say, if you were to put every single person actually of making music for the right purpose of expressing and staying true to themselves, if you were to put all those artists and bands into 3 individual columns that I could call them bands, that's what they're going to be. So it's shout out and respect to every artist doing this with the pure heart and a true heart, not anyone specific. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
And then, I like asking this question. Again, a lot of answers. I'm looking forward to yours. But what class do you feel should be mandatory before graduating high school today?
That is easy as I could just go ahead and name out a class. I would like to challenge any single principal, school, superintendent, college, anyone listening to this. If there was a class, and if there is a class that goes out to raise awareness and help and prepare for anyone that is going through any sort of thoughts of suicide or giving up, if that was specifically a class, I would say that would be the class that I would influence best. And if not that, I would say music. For music is a good art and a good way to express how you are feeling. And remember, anyone that is making music, it does not matter of what anybody else thinks. It's about what is true strictly to yourself. Get uncomfortable on your end, on your zone, and do it, because that is within itself the art of giving to presence and asking nothing. So I'd have to say music, definitely.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then who are 3 people who've inspired you and you can credit for making you the person you are today?
Whoa. 3 people. Hold on. We'll see if this kicks on. Should have a little flash. And if not, we'll go ahead and you will be able to get skittish. Give us a second.
Yeah.
Here we are. Oh, it has when things go wrong, it leads to exciting things happening. So let's see.
Good, man. I can hear you. That's good, though.
Well, at least you could hear me. That's good. Hold on. Let's see. I'll try one more time. Woo! Sid, Ross, and let's throw Ozzy in there. Impacted me the most. Skadish. Yeah, I'd have to say those 3. In all honesty, I want to take a second and let's just get those 3 and let's just put it into one. There was this gentleman. His name is Scott Enright, and he was our manager, and he passed away during the record cycle of Ask Nothing. And his name's Scott Enright. Since day one, he's worked with us. He never gave up on us. He always believed in us since day one. And till the last of his days, he was rooting us on, and he was listening to the pre-production of Ask Nothing. We would not be here if it wasn't for Scott Enright. Scott Enright, we owe everything to, and he was our best friend, and he is alive, living through us, through this story right now. And that's why I say every single thing that we're doing is in honor and tribute to Scott Enright. So Scott Enright, this is for you, brother. We love you. And to any friends and family of Scott Enright, just thank you. We're still living through him, through here. And any single person that lives a life in their lives, yes, that body and their mind is not physically here on this planet. Of course, it's okay to be sad because of that, but just know that you will always be living through those people. They are still alive through you. Scott Enright is still alive through us, and we're going to be screaming his name till we die as well, till we leave this earth. Scott Enright, thank you for giving us a platform to say that.
Awesome, man. That's beautiful, man. It just once again shows the heart that I seen in those eyes when we talked, man. So
Scott Enright.
Good on you, brother.
Scott Enright.
And
this is episode number 376.
Yeah, brother.
Dude, that's so awesome. I'm so glad to see you grinding and doing your thing. And to see you in digitally, it's not the same as in person. But it's been such an honor, and it's a pleasure to get to see you and talk to you. Who's been your favorite interview of the 376? Top 5? Top 3?
I don't know. I don't know, man. This one's really kind of like, might be taking that spot. I grew up on the Ultimate Warrior. I feel like I'm watching an Ultimate Warrior promo right now.
That's
talking with you. So I love it.
It's been awesome, man. It has been awesome. It has been awesome.
Yeah, man. I'm hoping when you guys are out supporting the album, there's a Cleveland date and we can reconnect in person.
Dude, we'll definitely be back in Ohio, Cleveland area soon. And if not, please try to get out to any of the dates. And if you are seeing this, try to get out to any of the dates we have coming up starting October 3rd. We're going to be supporting Biohazard, Onyx, this band from New Jersey, Bayway, and it'll be us. And we're going to be doing a full U.S. tour all around the United States starting October. And yeah, it would rule if you could come out to any of those dates. Please let us know. That would be killer.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Sweet.
Hey, real quick before we wrap this up, man, I want to ask you two more things. I always do this because, you know, I'm retired military and I always love kind of giving a shout out to fellow veterans. So any message you have for our military members currently serving overseas?
Yes. Thank you, Beyond, to any single person truly fighting for the country of the United States, and to every veteran that pay their dues. All I have to ask is don't give up. I know for a fact, and I know for the reason why they're fighting is for war, is for a positive, a loving, and a true future for those back at home. Truly, it's an honor to even be able to be on a podcast where that question is asked. So thank you to any single person, to any single veteran and troop that is throwing their horns down too. Thank you. Thank you,
Awesome.
Beyond.
And
Beyond.
last favor I want to ask you before we wrap up, man. I need a promo ID from Megaa of Swollen Teeth. Just introduce yourself, and you're listening to today's Boondoggle.
This is Megaa from Swollen Teeth, and you are listening to today's Boondoggle. Horns down forever. There's a spider on my finger. I'll eat it. It's now crawling around my mask. That rules.
Yeah, that's awesome, brother. Now, for any of the audience out there that want to catch you live and want to, grab Ask Nothing when it drops here soon, where would you send them?
Everywhere and anywhere, giving them presents. Look at that. Yeah, I would have to say, no matter what, every platform, vinyl. We're going to be releasing some vinyl soon. And hold on for a second. Let's see. I'll give it another try, but I guess the camera doesn't want to work at the moment.
That's all right, brother. We're wrapping
Camera
up.
doesn't want to work. I think that's our. Oh, by the way, this is the same camera that films everything for Swollen Teeth, from music videos to content to every single live footage. And the Horns Down family has named the camera. I will let you and or anybody else find out what is the name of our camera. And the homie just didn't wanted to go to sleep. So thank you for bearing with us and rocking and rolling, man.
All good, brother, man. It was good connecting digitally with you once again.
Beyond.
I still felt it through the internet, the interwebs.
Beyond.
But yeah, brother. Hopefully, we'll catch you on this tour.
It was wild, man. Thank you once again from the bottom of our hearts, man. And it was really cool to see you for a second. It was cool for you to see me for a second digitally. And yeah, once again, every single person tuning in and listening to today's Boondoggle, thank you. And just know that you're shaping and changing people's lives one step at a time. And I really appreciate that. And I thank you for having us on the show. So thank you very, very, very much.
Awesome, man. You take care of yourself.
Dude, I'm going to miss you, and we'll cross paths soon.
Yeah, sounds good.
Can you please throw your horns down before we leave? Skadash. Love you, man. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Alright! Listen up! Hold on to your seats. Grab your girls, grab your beers.
Hey everybody, this is Charlie from Anthrax, and you are listening to Today's Boondoggle.
This is Mark Metcalf, and you are listening to Today's Boondoggle with Bailey on Domain Cleveland Radio.
You are listening to today's Boondoggle with Bailey on Domain Cleveland Radio. Yes, Kato Kalin listens to this all the time.
Welcome to today's Boondoggle. Now here's your host.
I am Monty Heath, SO1 Heath, and you are listening to Today's Boondoggle.
Hey, what's up? It's John from Skillet, and you are listening to today's Boondoggle on Domain Cleveland Radio.